Shem, Shabash, Zem, Saladin, Fire, Sheedit, Fixed, Ring, Ting, Yoi, Legendary, Crest,
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
It's been arduous. Tiamat's reign has divided us, but no longer.
But annual obedience and faith, Merlin. They're gods. What if we're not ready?
Then we'll fall united.
So that is where Zeus came from. Interesting story I've uncovered. I had heard a rumor about Michael involving being bound somehow to the story tale's heroic characters. I see what they meant now. It seems I now have the complete saga of the Archangel Michael. It began with the warrior of the light bestowing to him the Sword of Spirits, or the Stormbringer blade, the flaming sword of Michael. As the legends go, the king of Megiddo had called upon a chosen warrior to avenge his death.
Alona!
This is not the end. For there is no end. Death, life, destruction, creation, threads of the same fabric. No matter who you worship, where you call home, we are all connected in this life. And in the face of destruction, you can despair alone or persevere together. This is not a world built in your image.
He bestowed to him the Sword of Spirits that had been given to him by the traveling Naga sage, Vaesen. The king also laid down a curse that if Meritum, or Gilgamesh by his pen name, did not defeat Tiamat, then a plague of famine would fall upon the land and spoil the soil and the crops, so that no one could claim his kingdom as a bounty of war. The epic saga says that Gilgamesh and Tiamat did battle at the gates of the Amorites, now known as the Gates of Alexandria, and Gilgamesh defeated Tiamat and then slew the soothsayer Mummu, as she was the conjurer behind the dragon. Then he drove back the hordes of the Megagides and sealed the demonic hordes behind the Black Gate that leads into the Absol realm, where he had enchained and cast Tiamat into, where the bottomless pit was located for 1,000 years. Then the Epic of Gilgamesh continues after Gilgamesh returns from the land of the Black Gates in the realm of the Jinn. Before he can celebrate his victory, another beast arose from the sea, Typhon, something created by Tiamat just before she fell, and then was killed by Gilgamesh when he discovered that she was the one pulling the strings of Tiamat. This is the interesting twist. The hunting of the demon lords into Mesopotamia after the Second War in Heaven, where they had hidden themselves as their gods, coincides with this tale chronologically. At this time, the hero changes his role and title from Gilgamesh to Zeus, the people of his mystical city bestowed to him by the departed king for killing Tiamat and avenging his death would be the people that inhabited the city of Olympus. It seems as though the story of the Epic of Gilgamesh concluded with the defeat of Tiamat, but continued as Marduk in the Necronomicon tales that were derived from Deva's legends. Then when he returned, he found the vengeance of Tiamat tearing his city apart. The gods evacuated the city with their children disguised as animals and ran into Egypt to hide them, while Zeus, the now deified Gilgamesh, battled against Typhon, who wore the breastplate of Tiamat, and so controlled the armies of the Horde.
That when mighty Surtur moves from his post on the frontiers of Muspel, the heavens shall break apart, the earth shall burn, and warriors will tread the path from hell. Carrying his bright sword, he will lead the sons of Muspel into battle with the Norse gods, a battle which will end with Surtur's flames engulfing the world. Over the millennia, many gods have trespassed on Surtur's territory, either in the course of a quest or simply because they desire a challenge. He has faced gods in battle many times, and he has tasted many defeats at their hands. Over and over again, Surtur is cast down only to rise again like a rekindled flame, but with each defeat, the heat of his wrath grows ever stronger, and sooner perhaps than the gods realize, Surtur will leave his post at last and march to the world's ruin.